Welcome to the deep dive. Have you ever stopped to wonder how your body, this incredible collection of trillions of cells, doesn't just, well, collapse into a puddle?
Right. How does it all hold
No,
together?
exactly. How does it maintain its shape, protect itself, and perform all the intricate functions that keep you alive and thriving?
It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Well, today we're taking a deep dive into the unsung heroes of your body's architecture. We've pulled together a fascinating stack of research and notes that lay out the absolute fundamentals of human tissues.
Yeah, the real building blocks.
Our mission is to unpack what these tissues are, introduce the main types, and then zoom in on one type that is doing an astonishing amount of work right now, literally all over your body.
And this deep dive is so crucial because understanding these foundational elements, these microscopic building blocks, is truly key to appreciating the incredibly complex symphony happening inside us every single second.
Mhm.
We're not just going to tell you what they are, but help you see why these tissues are absolutely essential for life as we know it, making your body the resilient, adaptable machine it is.
Okay, let's unpack this then. What exactly are tissues?
Good starting point.
Think of them as the next level of organization after cells. They're collections of cells and the specialized products those cells create, all working together, to perform specific limited functions.
Right, a team effort at the micro level.
And in the human body, there are four primary types: epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous, or neural tissue.
Exactly, those four. These four types are like the master builders of your body. They don't just exist in isolation. They intricately work together to form all our organs and systems.
Okay.
For this deep dive, we're going to pull back the curtain on epithelial tissue because it's a foundational player, forming so many crucial structures and playing a surprisingly diverse role throughout your entire body.
It really is everywhere. So with that overview, let's now dive deeper into epithelial tissue, because it truly is everywhere you look and where you can't.
Huh, good point.
Imagine it as the body's universal lining and covering. It's the tissue that forms the entire surface of your body, like your skin,
The most obvious example, yeah.
and also lines all your internal body cavities and hollow organs. Plus, many of the glands that produce everything from sweat to hormones are built from this very tissue.
So important.
So while you might immediately think of your skin, remember it's also silently at work lining your stomach, your intestines, and even your lungs.
What's truly fascinating here is that epithelial tissue is far more than just a simple lining or a basic barrier. It's a multi-talented guardian with four absolutely critical functions.
Okay, what are they?
First, it provides physical protection. It's literally your body's first line of defense, shielding you from pathogens, friction, environmental damage, all that stuff.
Makes sense. Your skin, right?
Exactly. Second, and crucially, it acts as your body's master border control. All substances must cross an epithelium to get in or out of your body.
Wow, okay, everything.
Pretty much. This
Mhm.
isn't just a fence, it's a highly intelligent system that precisely regulates what enters, what leaves, and what stays contained. It's this constant, unnoticed negotiation vital for maintaining life itself.
That's huge. Control is key.
Absolutely. Third, it provides sensation. Think about the tips of your fingers. The epithelial cells there are packed with nerve endings, allowing you to interpret your environment.
Like the warmth of a mug.
Right, or the texture of silk.
Mm.
And finally, it produces specialized secretions. Many glands, like your sweat glands or salivary glands, are made of epithelial tissue, silently producing substances essential for digestion, cooling, protection.
So it's a protector, a gatekeeper, a sensor, and a producer.
You got it. A real multitasker.
What I find particularly illuminating about epithelial tissue are its 5 distinctive characteristics that really set it apart. First is its cellularity.
Cellularity, okay.
Yeah, these cells fit incredibly closely together, forming tight barriers, almost like a meticulously laid brick wall, thanks to something called cell junctions. We'll probably talk more about those later.
Definitely.
Second is polarity. These cells aren't symmetrical. They have a definite top called the apical surface, which faces the outside world or, a cavity.
The exposed side.
Right. And a distinct bottom, the basal surface, which is attached to deeper tissues.
Top and bottom. Got it.
And the apical surface often has specializations. like microscopic finger-like folds called microvilli.
Ah, yes, microvilli.
They're there to dramatically increase the surface area for absorption or secretion, like you'd find in your small intestine, absorbing nutrients.
Maximizing efficiency.
Or they might have cilia, which are tiny, hair-like structures that rhythmically beat to move fluids or particles along a surface.
Like little oars.
Exactly, like clearing mucus from your lungs or helping move an egg down the fallopian tube.
Crucial movements.
Third characteristic. The lower surface of epithelial tissue is always bound to an underlying structure called the basement membrane.
The foundation.
Fourth is avascularity, and this is a truly brilliant design feature. It means epithelial tissue actually lacks direct blood vessels.
No blood vessels. Huh.
Yeah. So how does it get its nutrients? It cleverly relies on diffusion and absorption from nearby blood-rich connective tissues.
Ah, so it borrows from its neighbors.
Pretty much. Imagine if your skin had direct blood vessels everywhere. Every tiny scratch would be a major bleed. This ingenious design allows for rapid healing with minimal disruption, making your body incredibly resilient.
That is clever. Avoids unnecessary drama.
And finally, fifth, this tissue regenerates easily. If it's well-nourished, it has an incredible ability to repair itself rapidly. That's why a small scrape heals so quickly.
Constant turnover. And that basement membrane you mentioned is a fantastic example of microscopic collaboration. It's not just one layer, but two.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a thin one secreted by the epithelial cells themselves, the lamina lucida, and a thicker fibrous one, the lamina densa, produced by the underlying connective tissue.
So they work together even on the foundation.
Exactly. It perfectly illustrates how these foundational elements, even at a microscopic level, are designed to work hand in hand.
Okay, so if these cells fit so incredibly closely together, how exactly do they stick and communicate without falling apart? That's where intercellular junctions come in your body's microscopic anchors and express lanes.
The cellular glue and communication lines.
Right. First, we have tight junctions. These are like a biological superglue, creating a watertight seal between cells, completely preventing the passage of water and solutes between them.
So things have to go through the cells, not around them.
Precisely. Think of it like the grout between tiles, but far more effective. They involve things called CAMs, cell adhesion molecules, and some intercellular cement.
Watertight. Important for that control function we mentioned.
Definitely. Then there are desmosomes, which are like heavy-duty rivets or spot welds. They firmly anchor cells together,
Strong connections.
allowing tissues like your skin to withstand significant mechanical stress, enabling them to bend, twist, and stretch without tearing.
That's why your skin is so durable.
Exactly. And a specific type, hemidesmosomes, are what anchor epithelial cells firmly to the underlying connective tissue to that basement membrane.
Half a desmosome, hemi, connecting to the base. Makes sense.
And finally, we have gap junctions. These are tiny tunnel-like connections that allow for rapid, direct communication between cells.
The express lanes you mentioned.
Yeah, they're held together by specialized proteins called connexons and allow ions and small molecules to pass directly from one cell to another. This is absolutely critical for things like the coordinated contractions in your heart muscle.
Keeping the heartbeat synchronized.
Precisely, ensuring your heart beats in a perfectly synchronized rhythm. You'll find them in almost all cells, though notably not in skeletal muscle or mobile cells like red blood cells.
That's fascinating. So this raises an important question. How do these incredibly microscopic connections, these tiny rivets and tunnels, contribute to the macroscopic functions we observe every single day?
Right, like the heartbeat.
Think about your heart beating in that perfectly coordinated rhythm, or your skin being durable and flexible enough to allow you to move freely. It's all thanks to these intricate intercellular junctions working tirelessly at the cellular level.
Amazing detail. That brings us to another fascinating function we touched on earlier, specialized secretions. This is where glandular epithelium truly shines.
The body's factories.
Basically.
Oh.
A gland is simply one or more cells that secrete a particular product, and there are two major types of glands that handle this in very different ways.
Okay.
First, endocrine glands are ductless glands. They secrete their products, typically hormones, directly into the interstitial fluid around them.
Into the surrounding space.
Right, which then enters the bloodstream to travel throughout the body, acting as long-distance messengers. Think thyroid, pituitary.
Pheromones, got it.
Second are exocrine glands. These are the ones that empty their products through ducts onto an epithelial surface.
Like a pipe leading outside or into a cavity.
Exactly. Good examples you might be familiar with include your sweat glands, tear glands, and the oil glands in your skin.
Things we can actually see or feel the products of.
Yes.
And if we delve into the modes of secretion for these exocrine glands, it's truly remarkable how perfectly adapted they are for specific bodily needs. There's merocrine secretion.
Merocrine.
Yeah, it's the most common method.
Hmm.
Here, glands release their products by packaging them into tiny sacs called vesicles, which then merge with the cell membrane to push their contents out, a bit like a mini delivery truck dropping off its cargo without damaging the truck itself.
Okay, neat and tidy.
Very. Your pancreas, most sweat glands, and salivary glands use this method. Then there's apocrine secretion.
Apocrine? What's that?
This one involves shedding a bit of the cell itself. The product accumulates at the top, and then that portion of the cytoplasm just pinches off. Mammary glands are often cited as an example, though there's some debate. It's like losing a small part of the delivery truck with a package.
I'm a bit messier.
A little bit, yeah. And then there's holocrine secretion, which is much more dramatic.
Uh-oh.
Here, the cells literally fill up and rupture and die to release their entire product.
Yeah.
The whole cell disintegrates.
Wow, the whole cell?
The whole cell. Imagine a factory where the entire building has to explode just to release its product. That's how dramatic this process is for your sebaceous or oil glands.
That's intense, but effective for oily secretions, I guess.
Exactly. Each method is perfectly tailored for the specific function the body requires. Merocrine for watery stuff, holocrine for oily stuff. It all makes sense.
And perhaps one of the most remarkable things about epithelial tissue is its incredible power of renewal. Remember how we said it regenerates easily?
Yeah, the fifth characteristic.
Well, epithelia are constantly being replaced by the division of special germinative cells, which are essentially stem cells found near the basal lamina, that bottom layer.
The stem cells down below.
Right. This means your skin, for example, is literally regenerating itself every single day. You're constantly shedding old cells and making new ones.
This ability to rapidly repair and replace is truly incredible, and it connects directly back to our earlier point about avascularity.
Ah, the lack of blood vessels.
Right. How does such a critical, highly regenerating tissue survive and thrive without a direct blood supply? It thrives precisely because it's designed to receive its nutrients through efficient diffusion and absorption from adjacent tissues.
It all ties together.
It really does. It's a
Yeah.
profound testament to the body's ingenious and resilient design, allowing for constant maintenance and repair.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? We've gone on a deep dive today, uncovering the intricate details of epithelial tissue.
It's been quite the journey.
From its vital protective functions and unique characteristics to its complex intercellular connections and varied secretory roles. It means that even the most basic, often unseen layers of our body are incredibly complex, constantly working, and absolutely vital for our very existence.
Absolutely vital. And considering how quickly and effectively epithelial tissue regenerates, what implications does this have for our understanding of healing after an injury, or even the process of aging at a cellular level?
That's a big question.
It really is. It's a profound testament to the body's constant, unnoticed work to maintain itself, adapting and repairing day in and day out. It makes you wonder what limits that process eventually.
Indeed. It's truly amazing to think about the millions of tiny, silent processes happening within you right now, all thanks to these unassuming, yet absolutely essential tissues, just keeping you, well, you.
Keeping us going.
Yeah.
It's quite the system.